Hey guys, it's Dahlia, and today we are making a healthy green bean casserole that is gluten-free and vegan. I actually never had green bean casserole my entire life. My mom didn't make it. It just wasn't a tradition in our family for Thanksgiving. So I decided to try it yesterday because I wanted to try a few new recipes, and it came out so good. To be honest, it didn't really appeal to me beforehand. I mean, it was just green beans and some stuff and a sauce, and it just looked a little boring. But then I tried it yesterday and it was delicious. Me, my mom, and my sister finished the entire pan within a few minutes. So I cannot wait to share this recipe with you. And now let's get cooking it. So first off, I have a pot here of water that's coming to a boil with some salt in it. You want to bring it to high heat so that it will come to a boil very fast. And this has been taking about 30 minutes already because this is a portable stove. That is really bad. But anyways, hopefully it'll boil. If not, we'll go to the real kitchen. So now let's work on the green beans. So I have here about 1.5 pounds of fresh green beans. I just trimmed off the ends, and I like to cut them each in half. Doesn't have to be perfect. They don't have to line up perfectly. You just want them to be around the same size. You also might be wondering if you could use frozen green beans. Now, I never tried it, and to be honest, I prefer fresh way better because it's funny. I actually grew up eating a lot of frozen vegetables because my mom just didn't, I don't know, she cooked a lot of frozen vegetables. And then when I got older, I started trying like fresh broccoli, which I had never had, and fresh cauliflower, and it was like a whole new world to me. So there's such a difference when it comes to fresh and frozen, but if you really don't want to use fresh or you can't access it, you could probably use frozen green beans. I'm going to set the green beans aside until the water comes to a boil. Meanwhile, we could chop up the mushrooms. So I have here about 10 ounces of white mushrooms. Just slice them up. One of the best parts of cooking is snacking while you cook. I can't count how many green beans I ate yesterday while I was trimming the ends off. I think I ate like half a bag. The water is finally boiling, so I just set my mushrooms aside for a second, and I'm going to add the green beans in. You want to cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes, and while they're cooking, just fill up your large bowl with some water and some ice so that you can transfer them back into the bowl when they're ready. So I just got my ice water, and now I'm just going to continue chopping up the mushrooms. And now add all your mushrooms back into the bowl. Okay, so it's time to remove the green beans from the boiling water. At this point, you just want to let the green beans sit like this, so I'm just going to move them to the back counter here, and we continue on to the next step. I'm going to heat up some avocado oil now over medium-low heat. Now you want to just quickly cut up an onion. So I'm going to slice this up, and you don't have to make them in small pieces or anything. Just cut the onion in half and then cut them into semicircles. So test if your oil is hot enough by dropping in an onion, and if it sizzles, it's ready. Not ready yet, still needs a few more minutes to heat up. Okay, so I hear the oil sizzling, so now it's time to add in all the onions along with the mushrooms. Give this a good mix and make sure that all the onion pieces are broken up because sometimes they stay together. And now let it saute for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can mix it every minute or so until everything is caramelized and translucent. Okay, so our onions and mushrooms are looking perfect and they are so caramelized. And now we're going to add some dried thyme. Of course, you can use fresh as well, and if you use fresh thyme, just use a little bit extra. And then some fresh garlic. So, of course, you could chop this up into small pieces, but I love using the garlic crusher. It gets all the garlic cut into really small pieces. It's just amazing. And also, you could use the stuff that's left in the inside of the garlic crusher and just scoop it out. And I did peel my garlic beforehand. So I'm just gonna crush all this garlic. I already smell it. It smells so good. I know some people don't like the smell of garlic, but I happen to love it. Now add in some arrowroot starch, or use flour or even cornstarch. Now this is what's gonna thicken the sauce. So you wanna cook this and constantly move it around because if you don't cook it enough, it's gonna taste bitter and it's just not gonna taste good. So make sure you cook this, you mix it into the vegetables, and cook it for about 3 minutes. At this point, you wanna slowly add in your vegetable broth. So you're gonna add a little bit, mix it up, and then add some more. Give this a good mix, and then you wanna bring it to a simmer so that it will start thickening, and you wanna mix it around every 20-30 seconds. So the sauce is thickened enough, so now I'm gonna add some almond milk to it, and some salt. I have my green beans here. They're all fully cooled off by now, and you just want to take them and add them into your sauce. And now just mix this up. You want to make sure that all the green beans are coated in the delicious sauce and the onions are dispersed everywhere along with the mushrooms. Now technically you could eat it as is and it will probably be delicious, but I think it is so much better when you put it in the oven and cook it until the green beans get much softer and the flavor is absorbed more and the sauce thickens even more. So I have here an 8-inch glass pan, but you could use any dish that you like that's 8 inches, so it doesn't have to be glass. And now we are going to transfer this into the grease dish. I just greased it with some cooking spray. At this point, you want to spread everything out in your pan. The dish is all ready to get into the oven, so at this point you want to get it into a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven and bake it for 30 minutes. Then at the halfway point, you could take it out, and I'm adding some crushed rice check cereal because it's not fried and it's a little bit healthier than using fried onions. But of course, if you feel that you need those fried onions to make your Thanksgiving amazing, add the fried onions to your dish, but it's totally fine. But I will tell you, the crushed check cereal does taste really, really good, and it adds that crunchy texture that the fried onions would give. And then put it back in the oven and bake it for another 30 minutes. So I'm going to get this in the oven, and I'll see you soon. Oh my God, this looks so good. I wish I could dig into it now, but I'm saving it for tomorrow night's dinner as a side, and I still have to take photos. But you guys have got to make this. It looks so crunchy on the outside and creamy on the inside. It's taking so much out of me not to eat it right now because it's really, really delicious. I had a whole bunch of it last night. So give this recipe a try. You could head to my website, it's rainingflour.com, get the full recipe there. I'll also leave a link in the description box down below so you could get it. And if you haven't already, you should totally subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell down below so you'll get notified when I post new videos. I post new videos every single week, so you should totally stay tuned so you can watch them. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, if you like the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!